EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, and Heinz Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
This will make it into the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. This is White on the screen. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. Then into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Good. Makes the score Packers 7, Steelers 0.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
This will make it into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They will run for the first time here with White. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
And that will be incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
And the Packers.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
The tackle made by Caleb Chason. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
A gain of 4.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down.
Fourth down.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll go with Jones. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
On the carry.
Aaron Jones, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Packers add on to their lead. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14. Steelers.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. This is taken in one-handed. What a catch. 16 yards, a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Chase Claypool, the intended target.
But it's going to be 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. On the handoff, this is White. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
2-yard loss.
Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offensive.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives him the first.
And that's frustrating, because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
They'll air this one out deep for Davis.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Running the ball can be a struggle in this part of the field. In fact, it's a perfect spot for defenders to pin their ears back and try and work upfield, and they capture him for a loss.
And that
is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. Third and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. Shotgun now for Rodgers.
They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted.
Picked off by Eli Apple. Bear in mind they had 2 interceptions last week, but that was in 4 quarters. They've got 2 here in the first quarter alone.
And the unsung people in this streak, the pass rushers, because most of the time, they're the ones that affect things in the pocket for a quarterback trying to throw the football.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Chase Claypool.
His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers have now made this a 1-score game. Boswell good with the extra point. And that'll make our score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Devin Bush,
credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
It's caught. Jones. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. It's a big play for the Pack on third. And even 60 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Lane. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on a final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Check. Lucky. Showing it.
On 2nd down now. It's White, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away, and it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction.
10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He's going to fire one deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
29 yards.
That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. Jones breaking from the contact. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
And a Packer.
And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a 1st down.
At the 3-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And he's able to put it through.
The score, Packers 21, Steelers 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And into the end zone, it's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
Mason Crosby for the extra point.
So now 2 pick 6s that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
But number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing the 2nd one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you have your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
At their own 25-yard line.
They start to drive with White. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
He's tackled.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
On the handoff, it's White. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
It leads to second.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 55 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. A give to Jones. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On the give, it's White. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
He's brought down at the 31. It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
They'll set up to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw.
And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On play action, now Rodgers. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Looking deep for Adams. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Fights through, and now a crease. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. And his kick is good.
Makes the score Packers 38, Steelers 14. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals, because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 12 yards there and a first down. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
Throwing is Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Stop your ride.
The give is to Jones. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35.
Ball carrier.
Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. Throwing now is Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
Here's J.K. Scott now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Davis now to return it. Now a hit and a loose football.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And that's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score Packers 45, Steelers 14.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there.
his first touchdown of the year. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead's down to 24.
Steelers,
I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Here's Jones. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
for Green Bay.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Touchdown.
Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 9th touchdown of the season. And this offense is running away with this one. Crosby with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
Steelers 21.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They're going to try and throw. And my goodness, another interception. Kevin King with a pick. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
It's a
25 yards that time.
And a
operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 31.
Back to you. I'm going back to you. Inside. 55.
Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. And he stopped immediately there. T.J. Watt in on the tackle. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now third down.
Third down and 10 yards to go.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Adams. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down.
They dialed up the blitz on third down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
Watch the pass. Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Come to my work. We wait. We're not going.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And that is going to be incomplete. Devin Bush, the linebacker, was along there in pass coverage. Well, their first fourth down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any fourth down stop is a big momentum play.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. And this will be incomplete.
The second down pass intended for Kareth White.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
5.
Pick it up. Bobo's to Mike. Mike's Bobo. Trap 60, trap 60. 44. Hey, check. I got it. 44. Hey, smash. Mike, 44. Hurt. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that's caught by Smith. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The gain of 19 and picking up the first. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Za'Darius Smith in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Chase Claypool.
Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
Incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. I want that. Give me that ball.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it is incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instant,
he's got it. That's St. Brown, touchdown Packers.
Equanimous St. Brown.
Equanimous St. Brown. His second touchdown on the season. And the Packers continue to roll.
The kick
and he puts it through.
Makes the score Packers 59. Steelers.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
42-yard line.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Rodgers now on 1st down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. That is now seven interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long. Now the all-time leading rusher at Boston College, it's A.J. Dillon. That run good for 6 yards, but they're still looking up at a 3rd and 15. The Packers on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. Now Rodgers. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. We got it. Mike 55, Mike 55.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Check smash. 44's the Mike. 44's Mike. Check. Coming.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Uncorks one for Davis. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
On the deep ball.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Looking deep here for Ebron. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. He's got Harrison left side complete. 16 yards, a first down.
A gain of 16 yards. And a Packer first down.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A gain there of 30 big ones.
First down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That catch good for only a couple.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
He'll find his tight end here, DeGuara. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 12-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. From down at the 12, it's first and 10. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That catch good for only a couple. They're looking at a second and 8 now from the 10.
At the 10-yard line.
Rodgers throwing here. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Complete.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a first and goal.
Green Bay.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Josiah DeGuara, the intended receiver, but it'll be second and goal. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Here we go.
And again, it's Rodgers. And it's intercepted at the... Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
Today's final score, Packers 59.
Charles, it's
It's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Packers, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they're going the wrong way as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.